Reorganization are elected and newly elected officials and the reorganization and business meeting of the West Windsor Township Council. If everyone would please stand for the salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This meeting has been adequately noticed to the Trenton Times and the Princeton Packet on December 26, 2025, posted on the Township website at the Township Municipal Building and filed with the clerk. West Windsor held its municipal election during the general election on November 4th, 2025. There was a seat available for the mayor and 2 seats available for the Township Council. The following candidates were voted into office, each with a 4-year term. Dr. Hemant Marathe has been certified as mayor, elected with 5,382 votes. Ms. Linda Jeevers. Ms. Linda Jeevers has been certified as council member, elected with 5,359 votes. Mr. Joseph Joe Charles has been certified as council member, elected with 5,132 votes. Let's please take a moment to congratulate them on their achievements. Again. Okay, Dr. Hemant Marathe, would you like to come forward, be sworn in as mayor? Oh. After me. I state your name.
I, Hemant Marathe,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I'll support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I'll bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments
and to the government
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I'll faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties of the office of mayor
perform all the duties of the office of the mayor
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Linda, would you like to come forward? I state your name.
I, Linda Jeevers,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments
and to the government
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties of the office of council member
all the duties of the office of council member
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. And now we're going to call up Joe Charles.
Ready?
I state your name,
I, Joe Charles,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of council member
of the office of council member
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. And now we will have comments from our newly elected Councilmember Jeevers. Would you like to go first?
Sure. Good evening, everyone, and welcome and Happy New Year to all of you. It is my honor and privilege to serve you for a sixth term as a member of the Township Council. I am humbled by your continuing support and grateful for you entrusting me to perform my duties. Together, we will continue to make our community the very best that it can be for all of us to live, work, and succeed in having a beautiful life here. I congratulate Mayor Hamant Marate on his re-election to a third term. Whether it's been serving together on the WWP Regional School Board or the governing body, I appreciate that we worked collaboratively through many important issues and will continue to listen to each other's viewpoints. I also congratulate and welcome Joe Charles as our newest member of council. Joe's certified public accountant, CPA professional background, and inquisitive, independent mindset will certainly be of help through a myriad of issues, especially during budget deliberations. To Sonia and Andrea, I have worked with both of you for the past 6 years in leadership positions. Your dedication and service to our residents is remarkable. I appreciate the many hours of work that you do in promoting and supporting many local organizations and businesses in town. Dan, I look forward to working with you again on issues of mutual importance and look to accomplish much with you this year. Together, all of us working transparently with the mayor and administration in a collaborative manner will help achieve results in a timely way. There are many department heads and their staff members that I also look forward to working with. To just mention a few, West Windsor Clerk Allison Sheehan, Business Administrator Marlena Schmid, Chief Financial Officer John Mauder, Police Chief Robert Garofalo, EMS Chief Timothy Lynch, Community Development Director and Township Engineer Francis Guzik, and Department of Public Works Director Anthony Esposito. So thanks to all our other directors, managers, and staff for your service to our community. My thanks to the volunteers at the Princeton Junction Volunteer Fire Company and at the West Windsor Volunteer Fire Company and its fire police. You work tirelessly around the clock to save property and lives during emergencies, and you save the taxpayers a substantial amount of money due to your dedication and extensive training. Well, speaking of volunteers, I encourage everyone to consider filling out the Citizens Leadership Volunteer Form. You can download this form on the township's website. It's found under the clerk's office or call the clerk's office for assistance. Openings on various boards and commissions can occur at any time, so don't wait until you hear of an opening. I join all of us in thanking the existing members of various township boards and commissions and several other local nonprofit organizations for their service and leadership in shaping a stronger community. Please stay engaged as it will be another busy year of discussion and decisions to be made, including but not limited to required fourth round affordable housing obligations, the 2026 operating and capital budgets, improvements to the new township website, numerous proposed ordinances, and the celebration of our country's 250th anniversary, led locally by our historical society, Revolution West Windsor. Discussions and decisions are made transparently at public noticed meetings. We always welcome your thoughts and concerns. Together, let us become a more vibrant community as we strengthen our diverse ties to one another and work towards shared priorities. Finally, I thank my incredible, loving husband, Neil, who truly understands the calling that I have to serve on council and with other organizations. My love, pride, and deep appreciation also goes to our three wonderful daughters, Kristen, her husband Ken, and their sweet baby, Kenneth Jr., KJ, we call him, and to Jessica and Ashley. You are successful and compassionate women, and I know that your experience growing up in our diverse, welcoming community and highly rated school district has shaped who you are and all that you hope to accomplish in life. Thank you all, and God bless America.
Councilmember Charles, would you like to say a few words?
Thank you. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Joe Charles. I've lived in town here in West Windsor for 18 excellent years with my wife, Deborah, my two kids who are in the West Windsor Plainsboro School District, and last but not least, our two rescue mutt dogs. First, I want to say thank you to the many people from all different backgrounds who supported me during the election. Some of you are friends in town that I've known for many years, some who I've met much more recently. The election campaign was a lot of work, but I could not have done it without all of your help and support. A number of people are here tonight, and I appreciate you taking the time to come to this inauguration. Special thanks to my in-laws who traveled a great distance to be here tonight from a faraway place called Bucks County, Pennsylvania. So thank you, Mom, Dad, and Lee for coming out. Congratulations to both Hemont and Linda on the re-election. I truly enjoyed working with both of them during the campaign, and I look forward to working productively with them and the entire council and the township administration. When I think about West Windsor, I think about a town that's excellent, an excellent place to live. It's safe, thanks to our police, fire, and EMS staff, and our two volunteer fire departments. We have excellent schools. We have a vibrant senior center, community pool, farmers market, an arts center, historical society, and a number of volunteer community organizations. We have a very diverse and inclusive community. Personally, I'm very thankful to live here. That being said, there's a lot we can do to make our town even better. I didn't run for council simply to vote on whatever's put before the council. I do have a long list of goals, as Deb can attest to, that I want to accomplish. I consider myself somebody who likes to get things done, and I'm ready to hit the ground running and get to work. I do want people to know that I'm here to serve all residents of West Windsor. I welcome input from anyone and everyone. It doesn't matter if you voted for me or not, what your political party is, what your religion is, what your ethnicity is, or anything else. I'm here to serve everyone equally. And even if you're crazy enough to be a fan of the New York Jets, yes, I'm here to serve you too, although I may question your decision-making ability. And to that end, I will be accessible to any and all residents of West Windsor. I do plan to hold regular office hours. Expect to announce the first one soon, which should occur in the next couple of weeks here. I can be contacted via my official township email address, which will I think should be on the website shortly, or I'm readily accessible on a number of social media platforms. So if you have ideas to make West Windsor a better place, please reach out to me. I want to hear from you. I want to talk to you. So to wrap up, it's truly an honor and privilege to serve our town. I'm super excited to get to work. Thank you, West Windsor.
Yeah, I'll start by thanking the Jets for giving Seahawks their current quarterback. So, uh, my granddaughter is in the audience. She agreed to come only if keep my comment short. This is her first council meeting. I want her to keep coming back, so I don't want to scare her. And since Martin is not on the council anymore, somebody has to start by saying, I'll be brief, and then talk for a long time. So I just want to start by thanking the residents of West Windsor for electing me as their mayor for the third time. It's a great honor, and I'm thankful to all of you for giving me that honor. I've spent half my life in West Windsor, and the house we occupy is one place I've lived the longest on earth. So for all practical purposes, West Windsor is home to me. And therefore, the honor means a lot. So thank you very much. The win was especially sweet, given the forces against me. I want to thank my running mates, Joe Charles and Linda Jeevers, for running a very positive and issue-oriented campaign. I could not have asked for better running mates. I'll also join Joe and Linda in thanking all the volunteers, and I see many of them here in the audience, for helping us win the election. We could not have made it without you. So thank you. I want to thank everyone in the administration and all township employees, and I see some of them here, for making the job fun and meaningful. They actually do all the day-to-day work that make me look good in the eyes of the voters. And that helps me get elected. So thank you, everyone. Finally, I want to thank my family, especially my wife, Puneet, for letting me do this for past 25 years. I know she would rather have me finish some projects around the house, but she has been very accommodating to allow me to do something that I love. So thank you. The first 8 years were not easy, as we dealt with several challenges, most of them not of our making. As mayor, you realize you may be the top dog in the township, but you are the lowest person on the totem pole. The next 4 years will prove to be the same, because some of those challenges will continue to be. We will deal with affordable housing obligation and the growth that comes with it, state mandates which make life of every mayor and council difficult, and the constant pressure of taxes as people struggle with cost of living in New Jersey. With the help of council, I hope to deal with challenges as effectively as I can. I ask residents for their active participation in the process. We will listen to every suggestion and try to incorporate as many of them as we practically can. Once again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving me this honor. God bless you. God bless America.
We'll now have comments from other council members. I'll start on my left. Dan?
Sure, thank you. I'll just take a quick moment in the spirit of Martin to congratulate our re-elected leaders, my colleagues, Linda and Hemant, and to welcome our newest council member, Joe Charles. And I'm happy to retire my status as the new guy. So I generously pass that baton to you, but we will share our responsibility to our community here, and I genuinely wish you great success. I think what's meaningful about nights like tonight is that every one of us here started out as residents or neighbors or volunteers who cared enough about West Windsor to step forward. And so good government isn't about personalities and politics. It's about listening. It's about showing up, doing the work, and remembering that our decisions affect real people's lives. So I'm hopeful for a productive year ahead, grounded in respect and collaboration and a shared commitment to our community. So congratulations to everyone, and thank you to the residents who put their trust in all of us. Thank you.
Sonia?
Well, congratulations, Mayor, Linda, and welcome, Joe. congratulations. I look forward to working with each and every one of you. It's been, 6 years that I'm on council, and as Dan mentioned, we all started volunteering, working in the community. We have been neighbors, friends, and we care for our community, and that's why we are here. Thanks to everyone who have um, attended or who are attending in person or watching online. So anyway, looking forward to working together.
Andrea?
Well, congratulations to Mayor Hemant Marathi, council members Linda Jeevers and Joe Charles on taking the oath of office to serve West Windsor Township tonight. I've worked closely with Hemant and Linda for about the past 10 years, and you won't find two people so dedicated to West Windsor but so different anywhere. They're both knowledgeable, smart, and hardworking, and really care about all our people. It's an honor and privilege to continue to serve with them. I appreciate that Hemant saw something in me that made him encourage me to run for office 6 years ago, while knowing my insistence on logic and facts for decisions. A politician would have chosen someone easier. A statesman finds someone to tell him the truth. I've worked with Joe for less than 2 years, but there was no doubt in my mind who I wanted to join our council. His analytical skills and curiosity are complemented by his ability to care about people and work with them. When he is in, he is all in, and he's already hit the ground running. I want to thank you to everybody who supported me as council president this year, and to all the residents who have done everything, and the volunteers who have supported the town and all the things that we do in this town. And it helped us move forward and accomplish so much for the town. We've done much, but there's a lot more to do. I look forward to the challenges this year, working with not only our new people, but with Sonia and Dan, of course. There's from affordable housing round 4 to the DEP's MS4 sewer permits. The Clarksville Bridge remains closed. We also need to look at more ways we can use technology while keeping our priority to stay a friendly, responsive government. And there's always something new, and I look forward to working with our council, our town, our volunteers on anything and everything that comes our way. Thank you.
Do we have any elected officials in the audience tonight? Okay. Great. Then we are. We have Kristen Applegate, a former council member with us. Welcome, Kristen.
Mike Stevens.
And Mike Stevens, of course, a former council member. Okay.
Mike Stevens.
Yeah. Did we miss anybody?
Anybody else?
Nobody else? Well, at this time, we're going to take a short break between the inauguration and reorganization meeting for everyone to join us for congratulations, pictures, and light refreshments in the lobby. Should we say about 10-minute break? Okay, we're going to reconvene for the reorganization and business meeting in 10 minutes. Okay, thank you.
The mayor. Sure.
Okay. Okay, calling the reorganization meeting to order at 7:36. I'm going to take a roll call vote. Charles,
Here.
Gawas,
Here.
Jeevers,
Here.
Mandel,
Here.
Weiss.
Here.
This meeting also was adequately noticed on December 26, 2025 to the Trenton Times and the Princeton Packet, posted on the Township website at the municipal building and filed with the Township clerk. We already did the salute to the flag. Nominations are now in order for the office of council president.
It gives me,
Are there any nominations for the office of council president?
it gives me great honor to nominate Sonia Gauss for council president. Can I have a second?
Is there any seconds?
Second.
Are there any further nominations for the office of council president? Seeing none, I'm going to call for a motion to close the nominations.
Motion to close the nominations.
Second.
Second. And roll call vote. Charles,
Yes.
Gawas,
Yes.
Jeevers.
Yes.
Mandel,
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
I'm going to call for a roll call vote to confirm the election of Sonia Gawas as council president. Charles,
Yes.
Gawas,
Yes.
Jeevers,
Yes.
Mandel,
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Okay, we're now going to administer the oath of office for Sonia. Please come forward. I state your name,
I, Sonia Gauss,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I would support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I would bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and in the state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and I would faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of council president
of council president
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
No, right? I know.
Okay. Now the council president will call for nominations for council vice president.
All right, nominations for council vice president.
I'm honored to nominate Andrea Mandel for Council Vice President.
Second.
Anybody else? Any other nominations? Nope. Okay.
Vote to close the nomination.
Okay,
So now you're going to call for a motion to close the.
motion to close nomination. Sorry, I'm a little rusted here. Motion to close the nominations?
So moved.
Second.
Okay,
Right,
and
roll
roll
call?
call vote. Okay, Charles,
Yes.
Jeevers.
Yes.
Mandel,
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Gawas.
Yes.
And now we're going to do President will call for a roll call vote to confirm the election of Councilmember Mandel as Council Vice President.
Roll call?
Charles,
Yes.
Jeevers.
Yes.
Mandel,
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Gawas.
Yes.
Okay. Andrew, you'd like to come down and be sworn in?
Sure.
And repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Andrea Mandel,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments
and to the government
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of Council Vice President
of the office of Council Vice President
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
And now I ask for nominations for Affordable Housing Committee member.
It's my honor to nominate Dan Weiss for Affordable Housing Committee member.
Second.
Any further nominations? Right, motion to close the nominations?
So moved.
Second.
Charles,
Yes.
Jeevers.
Yes.
Mandel,
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Gawas.
Yes. Roll call?
Okay,
Roll call for confirming.
to confirm, yes.
Right.
Charles,
Yes.
Jeevers.
Yes.
Mandel,
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Gawas.
Yes.
Okay, oath of office. To bring one person at a time down to swear in, yeah. Different time. Okay. I state your name.
I, Daniel Weiss,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and the state
and in this state
people.
under the authority of the people, and I will faithfully, impartially,
Justly.
and justly
Duty
perform all the duties
of
of the office
committee.
of the Affordable Housing Committee member. So help me God.
Investment.
To the best of my abilities. So help me God. Thank you.
And a call for nominations for Planning Board Class 3 member.
I'm honored to nominate Linda Jeevers for Planning Board Class 3 member.
Second.
Any further nominations? Motion to close the nominations?
So moved.
Can I get a
Second.
second?
Second.
Roll call?
Charles,
Yes.
Jeevers.
Yes.
Mandel.
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Gauss.
Yes. Roll call to confirm the election of council member Linda Jeevers as Planning Board Class 3 member.
Charles,
Yes.
Jeevers.
Yes.
Mandel.
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Gauss.
Yes.
Okay, come down this morning. I state your name.
I, Linda Jeevers,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
partially,
partially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of Planning Board Class 2 member, Class 3 member, sorry,
of the Office of Planning Board Class 3 officer,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I now call for nominations for Emergency Management Council representative.
Pleased to nominate Andrea Mandel.
I'll second that.
Any further nominations? Seeing none, motion to close the nominations?
So moved.
Second.
Charles,
Yes.
Jeevers.
Yes.
Mandel,
Yes.
Weiss,
Yes.
Gauss.
Yes. Roll call to confirm the election of council member Andrea Mandel as Emergency Management Council.
Charles,
Yes.
Jeevers.
Yes.
Mandel,
Yes.
Weiss,
Yes.
Gauss.
Yes.
Seems like to come down. I state your name.
I, Andrea Mandel,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
with true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
partially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of Emergency Management Council
of Emergency Management Council member
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me
So help me God.
Congratulations.
I call for nominations for Board of Recreation.
I would be honored to nominate Joe Charles to be Board of Recreation Commissioners Liaison.
Second.
Any further nominations? Seeing none, can I get a motion to close the nominations?
So moved.
Second.
Charles, Yes. Jeevers.
Yes.
Mandel.
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Gauss.
Yes. A roll call to confirm the election of Councilmember Joe Charles as Board of Recreation Commissioners Liaison.
Charles.
Yes.
Jeevers.
Yes.
Mandel.
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Gauss.
Yes. And now call for nominations for Environmental Commission Liaison.
Pleased to nominate Andrea Mandel.
I'll second that.
Any further nominations? Motion to close the nominations?
So moved.
Second.
Charles.
Yes.
Jeevers.
Yes.
Mandel.
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Gauss.
Yes. Roll call to vote to confirm the vote of election of Council Member Andrea Mandel as Environmental Commission Liaison.
Charles.
Yes.
Jeevers.
Yes.
Mandel.
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Gauss.
Yes. I call for nominations for Human Relations Council Liaison.
I'm pleased to nominate Sonia Gauss.
Second.
Any further nominations? Motion to close the nominations?
So moved.
Second.
Charles.
Yes.
Jeevers.
Yes.
Mandel.
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Gauss.
Yes. Roll call to confirm the election of myself, Sonia Gauss, as Human Relations Council Liaison.
Charles.
Yes.
Jeevers.
Yes.
Mandel.
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Gauss.
Yes. I call for nominations for Parking Authority Liaison.
I am pleased to nominate Joe Charles to be the Parking Authority liaison.
Second.
Any further nominations? Motion to close the nominations?
So moved.
Second.
Charles.
Yes.
Jeevers.
Yes.
Mandel.
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Gauss.
Yes.
You have to.
Roll call to confirm the election of Council Member Joe Charles to Parking Authority Liaison.
Charles.
Yes.
Jeevers.
Yes.
Mandel.
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Gauss.
Yes. I call for nominations for Shade Tree Commission Liaison.
I'm pleased to nominate Linda Jeevers to be the Shade Tree Commission liaison.
I second it.
Any further nominations? Motion to close the nominations?
So moved.
Anybody?
Second.
Charles.
Yes.
Jeevers.
Yes.
Mandel.
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Gauss.
Yes. Roll call to confirm the election of Council Member Linda Jeevers as Shade Tree Commission Liaison.
Charles.
Yes.
Jeevers.
Yes.
Mandel.
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Gauss.
Yes. One last one. A call for nominations for School Board Liaison.
I'm pleased to nominate Dan Weiss.
I'll second that.
Any further nominations? Motion to close the nominations?
So moved.
Second.
Charles.
Yes.
Jeevers.
Yes.
Mandel.
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Gauss.
Yes. Roll call to confirm the election of Council Member Dan Weiss as School Board Liaison.
Charles.
Yes.
Jeevers.
Yes.
Mandel.
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Gauss.
Yes. All right. And we'll have going to council member comments. Let me start with our new guy, Joe Charles.
Yeah, thank you. Just a few quick comments. MLK Day is Monday, the 19th. The volunteers on our Human Relations Council have worked hard to organize a great event right here in the municipal building. There'll be a couple of external speakers. There'll be a musical performer from our local police department.
Joe, can you hold a second?
Yeah.
Doesn't this go for the business meeting? It's not on the agenda for the.
Yes.
That's for the
So
business.
do we wait for the business
Yeah.
meeting?
We can wait for the business meeting for reports and
Okay.
council comments.
All right.
If anyone had any other comments for a nomination, for
appointments.
Appointments for
No.
congratulations.
So we're all
and
good.
the like.
We can move into the resolution.
Otherwise, we can go right into the
All right,
resolutions. Yeah.
sorry.
Okay, so the resolutions for the reorg meeting 2026 R001, regular meetings for calendar year 2026. 2026 R002, legal newspapers for calendar year 2026. 2026 R003, establishing procedural guidelines for the Council of West Windsor Township. 2026 R004, municipal holidays for calendar year 2026. 2026 R005, cash management plan authorization for West Windsor Township. 2026 R006, establishing the rate of interest charged on delinquent taxes and 6% year-end penalty. 2026 R007, authorizing the cancellation of any property tax refund or delinquency less than $10. 2026 R008, authorizing temporary municipal budget appropriations for 2026. 2026 R009, appointing Janice D. Natal as Affirmative Action Public Agency Compliance Officer through December 2026. 2026 R010, authorizing Lorraine Jones, Tax Assessor, the authority in conjunction with Special Tax Counsel, Township Attorney, to set, adjust, defend, and prosecute matters on behalf of the township involving tax assessment, property tax exemptions, as per Chapter 4, Section 31E of the Code of the Township of West Windsor. 2026 R011, authorizing the reappointment of Charles Applegate as a member of the Agricultural Advisory Committee with a term to expire on January 14th, 2029. 2026 R012, authorizing the appointment of Allison Miller as a member of the Affordable Housing Committee with a term to expire on January 14th, 2029. 2026 R013, authorizing the appointment of Paul Song to fill the unexpired term as member of the Affordable Housing Committee with a term to expire on January 14th, 2028. 2026 R014, authorizing the reappointment of Ephraim Bukes as a member of the Human Relations Council with a term to expire on January 14th, 2028. 2026 R015, authorizing the reappointment of Jyotima Prasad as a member of the Human Relations Council with a term to expire on January 14th, 2028. 2026 R016, authorizing the reappointment of Larry Katz as a member of the Parking Authority with a term to expire on January 14th, 2031. 2026 R017, authorizing the reappointment of Farrell Lovett Mixon as a member of the Shade Tree Commission with a term to expire on January 14th, 2031. 2026 R018, authorizing the reappointment of Eugene Fridkin as a member of the Zoning Board of Adjustment with a term to expire on January 14th, 2030. 2026 R019, authorizing the reappointment of G. Chris Lemond as an alternate one on the Zoning Board of Adjustment with a term to expire on January 14th, 2028.
Motion to approve resolutions 2026 R001 through 2026 R019.
So moved.
Second.
Charles,
Yes.
Jeevers,
Yes.
Mandel,
Yes.
Weiss,
Yes.
Gauss.
Yes.
Usually three.
Just for this one, the reorganization.
Yeah,
All right, now we open for public comments for this reorganization portion of the meeting. Do we have anybody signed up for, this is not for the business session
Not the
agenda.
business session. This is the
just for
public
the reorg.
comment for the reorg meeting. Is there anybody in the public that would come up and speak, that would like to come up and speak for public comment on this meeting?
Seeing none?
Oh.
Oh,
Okay. All right, come on up and please state your name and address.
just let me turn it. There you go.
Good evening, everyone. Namaste. My name is Niyati Agrawal, and I'm a resident of 21205 Wavler Way, West Windsor. and I am a proud member of HSS Hindu Swayam Sevak Sangh. So on behalf of Hindu Swayam Sevak Sangh, I would like to warmly congratulate Mr. Marathe for mayor and Miss Linda Jeevers as a councilwoman and Mr. Charles as a councilman. We wish you all great success as you serve our city. So let me just a little bit tell you about the HSS. It's a volunteer-based non-profit organization committed to character building, community service, and promoting physical and mental well-being. Our strong partnership with the city and city council has made a meaningful impact through this collaboration like Seva Diwali food drive, which we were able to collect almost 9,000 plus pounds of food and donate to the various food pantries and local soup kitchens, directly or indirectly supporting families in need in beautiful West Windsor diverse community. Together, we also continue initiatives like Surya Namaskar, which we call Sun Salutation, Health for Humanity, which is our promote holistic health and community connection, and which is our ongoing initiative where we conduct various yoga sessions to the schools and public places to community. We value this partnership and look forward to continuing to work side by side with city leadership on future and ongoing efforts that serve and strengthen our community. Congratulations once again and thank you.
Thank you. Is there anybody else? Seeing none, motion to close the public, oh no, we don't need to close the public comments
You
here.
don't need a motion, but you can, if you ask if there's anyone else.
So, all right,
And if not, you can just close.
I did ask
And you
ask
can
that.
close.
Okay, so I'm
Motion to
closing the
adjourn.
public comment and we need to adjourn the reorg or.
Motion to adjourn the reorganization meeting.
Second.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Okay.
All right, now we move on to the business. Oh,
Make it official.
all right,
Okay, that's it.
all right, now we move on to meeting. What?
Some point we should probably just.
Yeah. Calling the meeting to order, the business session. Roll call, or do we have to do the roll call again?
Just to make sure we can waive it since we're all, we
Okay,
rolled right
since
in.
we have already done that, and we were adequately noticed,
Yes,
we have
the
already-
same meeting was noticed.
right?
Mhm.
We have already done the salute to the flag, the reorganization meeting. Under ceremonial matters, we do have a proclamation for American Heritage Month. Is there anybody from the mosque over here? All right, we can just read it and then
Yeah, and then we can follow up and give
follow
it
up
to
with
them.
them.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
all right. Whereas West Windsor is proud of its rich cultural history and the many people who call our town home, and whereas Muslims have been part and parcel of this nation since before its founding. This includes Muslim explorers and settlers, and whereas the state of New Jersey has proclaimed the month of January as Muslim Heritage Month, the Muslim community in New Jersey is relatively large and thriving. There are many Muslim private schools, halal certified restaurants and grocery stores, community centers, youth groups that cater to Muslims, and of course, mosques. And whereas the Township of West Windsor is home to a significant Muslim American population who represent widely diverse racial and ethnic backgrounds, West Windsor is also home to one of the largest mosques in the area, the Muslim Center of Greater Princeton. And whereas West Windsor's Muslims actively engage in charitable and public service individually and institutionally, the Muslim Center has served West Windsor since 1996, and many West Windsor Muslims have served in various public service and charitable roles. The Muslim community is an integral part of the West Windsor community. And whereas the Township of West Windsor and our nation have greatly benefited from Muslim Americans, especially through their rich cultures and traditions, Muslim Americans share their strong family values, dedication to education, generosity in charitable giving, devotion to public service, diversity in faith and creed that add strength to our democracy. And whereas Muslim Americans are strong contributors to economic sectors and have particularly excelled in the areas of medicine, law, business, education, politics, government, military service, technology, science and culture, and arts. And whereas we recognize the many contributions the Muslim American community has made to our beloved nation, state, and township, and reaffirm our total rejection of anti-Muslim hate and Islamophobia and all forms of bigotry. Now, therefore, be it resolved on this 15th day of January 2026 by the Mayor and Township Council of Township of West Windsor, County of Mercer, State of New Jersey, that the Mayor and Township Council recognize January as Muslim American Heritage Month in perpetuity. And we will follow up with getting the proclamation to them. Okay, all right. Thank you. Now I open the first public comment of the business session. The public comment period is 30 minutes, right? Do
Yes.
you have 30 minutes, 3 minutes each? Individual, please state your name and address before you give your comment. Do we
Okay, I do
any
have a list. We're going to start at the top. Ann Clifton.
Good evening, Ann Clifton, 18 Galston Drive. Trustees of the West Windsor Bicycle and Pedestrian Alliance were dismayed to learn that on December 26th, a pedestrian was hit in a crosswalk walking across North Post Road at the intersection with Courtney Drive and Municipal Drive. The pedestrian stopped and looked before crossing. A driver heading north on North Post Road stopped for him. Another driver in a pickup truck stopped at the end of Municipal Drive. The pedestrian started to cross. Then the pickup driver began to turn left onto North Post. The driver claimed that he didn't see the pedestrian, who was struck about halfway into the crosswalk. This pedestrian suffered broken ribs and cuts. A similar situation occurred in the same crosswalk on July 3rd, 2017. A different pedestrian coming from Courtney Drive stopped and looked before crossing. A driver turning left out of Municipal Drive onto North Post didn't see the pedestrian and struck this person in the middle of the crosswalk. Fortunately, this pedestrian suffered only minor bruises. I'm also aware of a third pedestrian who has had several near misses in this crosswalk. The WWBPA previously has recommended that a set of pedestrian-activated yellow flashing lights, also known as rectangular rapid flashing beacons, be installed at this crosswalk, which leads to popular destinations like the library, municipal complex, post office, and senior center. Criteria that the WWBPA has considered include crosswalks in school zones, on higher speed roads with a lot of foot traffic, and on minor arterial and major collector roads. North Post Road is designated as a major collector road in West Windsor's master plan, the circulation element of West Windsor's master plan. The WWBPA believes that pedestrian-activated flashing lights have worked well at other locations around town, such as near the train station. And we thank the administration and council for funding these lights and/or getting them installed at other locations that the WWBPA has recommended. We urge you to include a set of rapid flashing beacons for this intersection at North Post, Municipal Drive, and Courtney Drive in the upcoming budget to help prevent other pedestrian injuries at this location, or worse, a fatality. Perhaps the township can work in partnership with the county for the installation, or combine this installation and other pending flashing beacon installations into larger road or sidewalk projects so that the job is big enough for contractors to bid on. Thank you.
Okay, and next on the list is Rosalind Westlake.
For those who don't know, we will go through all the public comments, and then after the comments are done, administration or council will get a chance to comment on them.
Good evening. My name is Rosalind Westlake. I'm an attorney out of Lambertville, and I'm here on behalf of Clark Plaza LLC. They're the owners.
Could you just speak directly into the mic? Thank you.
They are the owners of Village Square Center. I'm here to request your indulgence. As you know, the recent and indefinite bridge closure on Clarksville Road is having a huge impact on the businesses north of the bridge. Many of our tenants have reported to us as much as a 50% downturn in business despite the holiday season, which is usually the busiest. My client, as the landlord's ability to operate is entirely dependent upon successful tenant businesses. We have expenses too, including a mortgage, property taxes, insurance, utilities, property maintenance, advertising, and other expenses. To support our tenants in 2025, we made a very large capital investment replacing the roofs and sidewalks at the center, as well as repairing water damage and replacing doors and signs. We are hoping to have the funds to make another big capital investment by applying to the planning board for permission to install a directory sign so that patrons can see what businesses are actually in the center. Together, these investments total close to $300,000 spent by my client directly in investment in this particular property. My client also would like at this point to thank the council for the temporary property tax relief of 12% that was granted today. But in real numbers, the relief offered is in fact a pittance. The actual dollar amount of the tax reduction for the entire year is less than the snow plowing expense incurred so far in 2026. This is a tiny amount compared to our overall expenses, whereas the decrease in tax revenue to the township accounts for only 0.1% of your annual budget. We are passing that 12% property tax reduction directly on to our tenants' basic rent. This is above and beyond any CAM reduction. But we cannot support the entire impact of our and also our tenants' businesses' losses alone. We too have to understand the extent we can afford to support dramatically reduced rents over the long term. It will not help our tenants if we can no longer operate. We also appreciate the free marketing assistance and grants offered to our tenants, but realistically, only 2 of the tenants are even eligible for these programs. The 2025 budget for this town was $53 million. Is there no rainy day fund in the budget to help prevent 15 small businesses from closing down and significantly impacting the local economy of West Windsor? Not prioritizing the immediate needs of the small businesses in the community will permanently damage the local economy. There will be less revenue and there will be fewer jobs, which will hurt West Windsor and New Jersey. We also need much better signage, making it clear that the Village Square Center is located before the bridge closure.
Okay, it's been 3 minutes. You want to finish your sentence? Go ahead.
To demonstrate that the bridge closure is before or is after the Village Center, and so therefore the Village Center is accessible.
Okay, thank you. Okay, next on the list, Eshrat Kamal.
Hi guys, Ishrat Kamal, 217 Wills Care, Clarksville Plaza. I will just quickly go through what I've written and you will have a copy of this. My heart is in pain to stand here today and tell you how I'm feeling as a small business. Extremely painful while even I was writing this. We're coming into 3rd month today and I have lost 1 employee. My sale is 50% down. And I'm starting to lose the spoiled inventory. I don't know how many of you feel this, but look at my shoes and feel how I'm feeling. I'm not able to even walk. Given the amount of progress which have been shared, it's just a plan of a plan of a plan. Given the fact that this is going to be a big bridge built, I don't really see any significant progress coming out of it. And we are coming into the 3rd month. Signages, absolutely no significant impact on anybody. As she mentioned, Ross, October, November, December are the best part of the month for any businesses, and I lost people. So I have forgotten how to smile. I have special needs child. I have a little kids at home and I'm unable to support. And this is all the investment I had made to buy this business in January 2025. So every single tick we have, I am losing money and this is a permanent loss. This was my pain. What do I really need from you guys? What can you do for us? What can you do for me? What can you do for the people who are not able to even talk, but they have their name next to me? Can you help us reduce the utility bills? Utilities. I pay at least $2,000 in utilities for the electricity. Can you help us reduce the waste bill? Can you help us reduce the water bill? Can you help us put the meaningful signs on Route 1 and adjacent towns? Adjacent towns are the ones where we will getting the most businesses. Now we hear that, okay, those are public places, we can't put the notes or anything, but mayor can have a coordinated effort with Lawrenceville Township, with Princeton Township, with Plainsboro Township to have the names and emphasizing on the signs, not that the bridge is closed, but emphasizing that these are the businesses which are open during the bridge construction. It's a mentality or psychology of human that when they see bridge close, everything is closed. Instead of that, let's use the other way around. Every business over there is open, right? And I have written few other things which I will provide you, but these are one of the critical things which I'm requesting you. I'm requesting you to coordinate with the schools, families of the school, to PTOs or whatever, to let people know that we are open, right? And at the last, we need to really know how you are planning to implement this project. This is a multi-stakeholders involved here, at least 5, 6, 7 different parties. Somebody has created a plan. Is there any slated date in the future, 28, 29, even 32, whatever it is? Do we have any milestones? Who's coordinating them? I'm sure Marathi is helping us and he's putting a significant amount of effort, but nothing coming out as part of a communication, what is going on. And I can tell you, working in Wall Street for 17 years, projects like this, if you have dependencies over dependencies over dependency and nested dependencies, you have to have a dedicated person working 24/7 with all those communities, with all those
Thank you, Mr.
critical stakeholders to work.
Thank
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, next on the list is Young. Young with Young Cleaners. Oh, okay. All right, very good. Kathy Brennan.
Kathy Brennan, 1 Courtney Drive. I've lived down the corner of North Post and Courtney Drive for 27 and a half years, and I cross North Post several times a week. I was nearly hit by a car that was making a left turn similar to the incident on December 26, when the passenger in the crosswalk was hit by a vehicle. I was lucky. The car just stopped in time. My hands were on the hood. Since that day, I have avoided using the crosswalk. I either cross up my driveway, which faces North Post when going to the library, or I walk up North Post to where the sidewalk meets North Post between the municipal building and the post office. The intersection of North Post Municipal Drive is frequently used by families and school children heading to the library. Just recently, I saw a toddler carrying a toy truck with his dad while they walked to the library to enjoy the new play carpet in the children's department. That accident involving the adult on December 26 could have easily happened to that dad and toddler. The intersection has needed flashing beacons for years. I have contacted County Executive Dan Benson to request that the county install the safety measures. I urge the administration to contact the county to ask whether they would be willing to install this beacon. Since the closure of Clarksville Road Bridge, the traffic on North Post has significantly increased. And considering the county rents and maintains the property where the library is on, I hope the township will work with the county to implement the pedestrian safety measures at this location. Thank you.
Okay, next on the list is Stephen Phillips.
Hello, everybody. My name is Stephen Phillips. I'm the owner of New Jersey Taekwondo Kickboxing Academy since 2005 now, so that's over 20 years I've been in business there. So the bridge is not your fault. We all know that. So what I'm asking for is help with some connections. So I've already lost 10 students. I have students that don't want to come because they don't want to go the detour. 10 students is a lot, and it's a lot of money. It's a lot down. So I'm not going to sit here and beg for you. You need this, you need this, this. I'm just going to ask for some little connections to work with the town. I already work with the recreation department already. So a long time ago, the rec department used to do flyers, and I've gotten a lot of students from that. A lot of people coming in and coming out. So I would request if we can start using flyers again with the rec department. That'll help generate income. People come into the school again. And also PTO or PTA connections. And then also a connection with, I would do this thing called a fundraiser. It's fundraiser opportunities for churches, mosques, temples, baseball teams, football teams, any kind of sports team, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts. So they get 100% of the trial. They take a trial class, they pay, and that team or whatever organization creates all that revenue and they keep it all themselves. I just get the advertisement out of it. So, and then the last but not least, I'm just looking for, like he said already, utilities. So if we can get a break somehow until the bridge is done with a break in utilities, that would help us tremendously. All of us inside the center there, we're hurting really bad. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. There's no pointing to blame. It's no one's fault. The bridge is just kind of just what happened. So if there is any way that someone can reach out to me for some connections, so I can reach out to try to generate some income, that would be phenomenal. That's all that I'm asking for. So thank you, and I appreciate your help. Thank you.
Okay, next on the list is Tim Stevestrup. Did I pronounce that right?
I'm Tim. I'm the owner of the Little Gym of West Windsor, just down the street. We're also deeply impacted by the closure of the bridge. When we opened, I took over the Little Gym about 2 years ago, and the Little Gym has been there for, I think, about 20 years. And we never, our goal was, my wife and I, was just to rebuild the Little Gym from the previous owner and, build a strong community, strong family presence in the community. And we were growing. The first year wasn't anything amazing, but we were growing. And then when the bridge collapsed, or when the bridge closed, I thought, okay, well, this isn't going to have that much of an impact on us. But it did. And slowly but surely, everybody that was from the other side of the bridge, they started to cancel their memberships. We were losing, 2 or 3 memberships every day. It was like this very, very painful trickle, to the point where we lost around 35% of our members right into the busiest season. When we should be growing, we were shrinking. And the problem is, when you're a kids gym and your classes start shrinking, other people don't want to come to those classes. So people see a class they used to have 8 kids and now it's got 2 kids. They don't want to join that class. So we had to shut our classes on a couple of days. And we're in this situation. I don't know what the solution is, but something needs to be done to get that bridge somehow reopened. When I saw the pictures of the bridge, I was shocked at how horrendous the condition of it was. And I don't know how it got to that stage so quickly, but I just need to re-echo what the other members of the Clarksville community are telling you, because we're in trouble. And there's no way that we are going to survive this at the current state unless something is done to help us. Thank you.
Sangeeta Warner.
Hi, my name is Sangeeta Warrior, and I'm also another business owner on Clarksville.
I own the Pottery Place. It's been there for 20 plus years. I'm the third owner and I've been there the longest. So I've been there for 15 years. I am going to echo what everybody else did. For me, I did not, like Tim said, I did not think this was going to have an impact on my business. And I kept wondering in November, I said, why is my calendar looking empty? Because it's never empty. I mean, November, December are my boom season. I have to say no to people. That's how much business we have. And it suddenly struck me when I spoke to Tim and some of the other people that, oh, this is what has changed. The bridge is closed. My business was down 20% in November, 50% in December, and the numbers from January right now are showing it's 11% below last month. So I can just see myself going down. I've had feedback from people. Initially, it was that we didn't have enough signs. And so, we kept talking to all of you about the signs. We have signs in a lot of places. Now the feedback I'm getting is, oh, you know what? When we put directions in to get to your location, it's longer. I might as well just go to some other place that's closer to me. That is an attitude that I don't know what the solution to that is. I mean, the only solution is getting the bridge reopened. I don't know how long I can survive. We are trying to work with our landlord and say, hey, can you give us some kind of rent relief? Because there's no way that I can consider staying open. I will not be able to afford my rent if some help is not given to us. I appreciate all the help that has been given, all the information Sonia, Andrea has been giving us through the SBA. Unfortunately, I do not qualify for any of the grants that the SBA offers. The only one that I have, and I have a good online presence, I have good social media presence also. So the only thing that I've been trying to work with the grant is the e-commerce upgrade. It's very slow. I don't know what the reason for that is, but I've finished my paperwork and everything. So I don't know how much impact that's going to make, but I have to do whatever I can. That's one of the things I'm doing. I have been living in West Windsor for 18 plus years. Through that entire time, I've supported the PTAs, just about every PTA in the school district and the surrounding towns. I don't see anything reciprocated. I don't see parents coming in. In fact, most of my business comes from the neighboring towns. People will drive an hour to come to me, and I don't have people coming from West Windsor or Plainsboro to my studio. They would rather save $2 and go to another location, which is a franchise, and we are a local small business. So I think getting the word out, saying support what is in your town before you head out to other towns.
Thank you for your comments.
Thank you.
Next on the list is Rush Vigas.
Ruchi.
Ruchi.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Ruchi, and I'm the owner of Kumon Math and Reading Center at the Clarksville Road. And I'm going to echo the same sentiments as my fellow business people have, just shared. I'm in this Clarksville Plaza since 2019. And originally, this Kumon has been there since 2010. So it's been there for a very long time. And for the first time, we are seeing such, low business. And as Sangeeta said, first I thought that this bridge is not, going to impact me because my business is subscription based. So yes, I did not see anything much in October, like November and December. But then I started hearing about, more about bridge. And when my January numbers came, and then I started to see that, now the numbers are going down. Slowly the parents started saying, oh, Ruchi, we can't come. It's taking too long for us to come. So I have started really good Zoom classes, and I'm really working on it so to make sure that I can take care of the clients from the other side. So I'm working on that, and hopefully it's gonna be good for them. But I mean, the fact is, it's at the end there is no like sympathy enrollments really. people are going to support you for some time, but once they see it's not convenient for them, and parents are so busy. It's just crazy. The students are so overscheduled with so many things that for them to drive 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes more is just too much. So, and I really appreciate all the help. And I know that it's not something that is nobody's hands. It's just happened. What can we do? How can we collaborate and kind of help each other? And I just love this plaza. I want to stay here like forever and support the education here. That's my passion. But I just, request your assistance in this matter. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Nestor Gonzalez.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Nestor Gonzalez, owner of Capuano Restaurant, located at 217 Clarksville Road, West Windsor, Village Square Plaza. Capuano Restaurant and Pizzeria opened in 1993, 30-some years. And October 2nd, the bridge closed on Clarksville Road, a couple minutes from the restaurant, Village Square Plaza, was unexpected closed without notice. That Sunday, the restaurant make only 40% the business. That day was many signs all over. On a highway was on Road 295, Princeton Township, Lawrenceville Township, Route 1, Lawrenceville Township, Route 1, West Windsor. I'm guessing is called County Electronic Signs. Those signs message was Clarksville Road closed in West Windsor. Use Route 1 and avoid local roads. We like to use those signs saying Village Square Plaza, mention all the tenants, is open during bridge construction. At the intersection, New Village Road and Quick Bridge Road, also Quick Bridge Road and Clarksville Road, Route 1 North and Alexander Road, Princeton Hightstown Road and Clarksville Road, North Post Road and Clarksville Road. We need signs, mention all the tenants. Bigger signs saying local business is open. The detour located in Clarksville Road and Everett Drive is confusing the customers to come to the Village Square Plaza. I'd like to ask for help on the high school north and south for the students. The break the students have between 11 o'clock, we can put in a special coupons for them, also for the teachers. About property taxes for Village Square Plaza, can we ask for a better discount for the plaza? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. I don't have anyone else on my list, so
Anybody else in the audience? They'd like to come up and give any comments? Seeing none. I would move to administration comments, Mayor. Oh, I closed it.
You said seeing none.
Oh, I closed the public comments.
I'll talk about the bridge, then Marlene will talk, then
Yeah.
I'll make other comments. So first, thank you for all your patience. We started at 7. You've been sitting patiently at hour and a half. I do see, I've talked to some of you personally on the phone, not face to face. I've visited some of your stores. I see your pain, and trust me, we are trying to do everything what's within our power. I jokingly sometimes say I'm not a king. I wish I was a king. We are trying to do everything within my power. Sonia and Andrea are working very hard, trying to do whatever we can to get you help. I will first talk about some of your comments and then go and give you an update on the status of the bridge. Um, as the Kelly mentioned, we worked with our tax assessor works with your owner's lawyer to come up with a figure for reduction of assessments and reduction of taxes. That's effective immediately this year, starting January 1st. I can't reduce assessment willy-nilly simply because I feel that. I mean, the assessor technically works in the township but doesn't work for me. She reports to somebody else. So she cannot randomly change assessment. But they did come to an agreement, your owner and the assessor. And if needs to be modified, we will definitely modify you. But she did mention what reduction was agreed to, and that was given. Regarding the signs, we have done everything that you have asked for. I mean, I think every sign, every detour sign has been removed. We did tell county we don't want any sign. In the worst case, people just go to the bridge, turn around and come back. So you will not find any detour sign, any sign on Clarksville Road. I have told our land use manager to suspend temporarily all sign rules. So we have allowed you to put signs wherever the owner has requested. Um, any sign that you have prepared, I have told my land use manager to forget about rules for signs, which we have many, and we have allowed you to put all the signs wherever you want to. And we will continue to do that. I mean, that's something that is within my control that we will do. Within our control, we try to encourage people to go. I mean, many of us, in fact, all of us have at least gone there once or multiple times. In fact, I was out of town. My kids came to stay home, and I told them, if you eat outside, you have to eat at that plaza. Everything else is closed in West Windsor. So that we are doing what we can. Regarding electric and water bill, those are private companies. I will reach out to my contact at PSENG and see if they have any sort of program for a situation like this. But those are private companies, so we don't control either one of them, electric or water. But I will reach out and see if they have any program for a situation like this. You had good idea, PTA sports league. We don't control schools. I mean, I don't have any authority to tell the school superintendent to do something. But I will reach out. They have stopped sending flyers home for anybody. They do have email. I will try to see what I can do. If you prepare a flyer for all the businesses in your development, whatever you want to say, 10% off, 20% off, I will try to see how we can promote it, we can distribute it. I mean, we put names of your businesses on the electronic board outside, which we never do for anybody. Your names of your businesses were on the electronic side right outside this building. So from our point of view, we are controlling whatever we control. We have done 100% what we can do. Unfortunately, I don't control NJ Dot and or Amtrak. And it's unfortunate that the bridge is over the railway lines. If it wasn't over the railway lines, it would have been a lot easier to get fixed. I wish you are there on the meeting when we have with NJ Trot and Amtrak, and you will see how much I plead and tell them you have to do it. Last meeting we had was January 7th. They were initially saying it will take them 3 weeks to issue a permit. And we yelled and screamed and cajoled, and finally they agreed to issue a permit within a week. We did talk to them yesterday, Amtrak. Amtrak was actually, we met with Amtrak on January 7th and January 8th. January 8th, we insisted they come in person, no Zoom. They did come here. Thanks to Andy Kim, Senator Kim's office, they did send a representative here. So both NJ Dot and Amtrak knows that Senator is involved, so they will not drag their feet as they were doing. The permit should be issued either tomorrow, day after, before end of this week. Then there's two types of inspections, one with a ladder and one with a high rail. Ladder is a lot easier. The high rail requires Amtrak to de-energize the line, which is a whole different ball game. And been again trying to convince Amtrak to let them do that. But once they do it, then they will know what exactly is required to fix the bridge. So the bad news is I cannot give you a timeline. I cannot give you a timeline unless they finish the inspection of the bridge, which hopefully will happen within next week or 2 weeks, and they will tell. The good news is that the county is working on an alternative solution. Our engineer did meet with the county engineer yesterday or maybe day before yesterday. That will open the bridge temporarily. And when I mean temporarily, it's a long-term temporary solution, so it may go for years. But I've told them I don't care as long as the bridge is open. I don't care. You can put wet restriction, you can put whatever other restrictions you want. As long as cars can pass over the bridge, I'm happy. And I don't have a solution for that, but the county, I will give them credit. The county engineer is working very hard to come up with that solution, which will be faster than going through Amtrak and NJ Transit. But again, the most frustrating part for me is I cannot give you a timeline today because I really don't know and I don't want to give anybody a false hope. But again, I'll reach out to we have told both the county and NJ Dot. NJ Dot is going to do the project, that we want the method that will open the bridge the quickest, even if it's in limited capacity, as long as it's open both ways for vehicular traffic. So they are working to open the bridge as fast as they can, both ways for vehicular traffic. If I have an update, I will pass on to you. I know Sony and Andrea have contacts for everybody. They have arranged a meeting with the state and they will talk about it next week on the 20th. Somebody from the township's finance department is going to attend. I am going to attend. Whomever we can help individually, we will help through the state. The county is also sending somebody and they will try to access as many grants either from the county or from the state. Unfortunately, the township doesn't have any provision to help individual businesses. We don't have a procedure, we don't have a grant. But both the county and the state does have that, and we are working very hard. Andrea and Sonia are working very hard to make it possible. And whomever I have talked to among you, I have told you one of the things that they require is exactly what the impact on your business is. So if every business can prepare as best as they can what their sales were in November, December, and through January 15th in 25, in 24, and in 25, that would help when the state comes to you, I believe, in 20th, next Tuesday or Wednesday. They're coming to meet with you on the 20th. And thank you for people who are making the space available to meet in person. So that's really the update that I have. And as soon as I hear anything from the county, I will definitely let you know about the temporary solution that they are working on. But I feel very frustrated that people keep asking me, why don't you give an update? I mean, when there's no fixed timeline that I can give. I mean, I'm a business owner. I see your frustration. I mean, if it happened to me, I would be mad. I mean, I won't be as calm as you are because it's your livelihood. And again, I'll give credit to the county engineer. He also yelled at them, saying that all of you are drawing your paychecks. These people are not drawing their paychecks. So he was very forceful and very adamant. So there are a lot of people pushing to get it fixed as soon as they can. Many of you have my cell phone number. You can reach out. I will try to do as best as I can. But as soon as I know the outcome, I will update you. And it's very frustrating that I can't give you any definite timeline at this point today. So if you have any questions, I'm around. I'll be happy. Many of you have my cell phone numbers and we will definitely talk.
I just want to add to that. Yeah, so on Tuesday, January 20th at 11 o'clock, we are having that meeting in your plaza, and we do have representative from county and state coming in to meet with as many of you who can come and meet with them. They have blocked the entire day for you guys, so I'm not restricting the time for an hour or so. So I think 11 o'clock, I think Ruchi has opened up Kuman to for all of you to come and meet with them. I really highly suggest if you can take that opportunity to come and meet with them. The other thing, I did share, Andrea and I have shared the Google form that Kathy Guzman had sent. I encourage all of you to fill that in. They're trying to make a case. I think we did at our first meeting, we talked about it, that if we can make a case with the governor to announce a state of emergency for that region because of the bridge closure, again, it's not definite, but we may be able to you work towards something that could help. So that's why the Google form, if we can fill, if you guys are able to fill it before Tuesday, if not while they are there, they are willing to help you guys go through them and get all that information in as well. I have been in touch with the property manager, Kelly, and we have been brainstorming certain ideas. I am talking with PTAs and trying to figure out if there is something we can do. So either later today or over the course of next couple of days, let's talk and see what else we can do and work. If not on Tuesday, when we meet, we can talk further on that. Thank you.
I mean, just to piggyback on that, if any one of you need help filling out that form because of language barrier, we do have volunteers who have said they will work with you. So if any one of you have language barrier, just call either Sonia, Andrea, or me. Let us know which language you speak. We will get you a person who will help you fill that form up. So from our end, we will do everything possible as we can. And as she said, Marlena did ask on the call that what happened. Route 80 had a similar situation, and the governor declared a state of emergency, and the state created a special program just for businesses affected by that outcome. So we are trying to pursue that. One of the bad timing also is that the governor is going through transition. I mean, everything that timing wise could have been bad has happened, right? So now we are trying to work with the new governor and trying to see if we can get this declared. That's where it comes. That Google Sheet form comes to help you. If we can get the governor to help it declare an emergency for no fault of yours, then the state can create a program specifically for that region. There's no existing program, but that's what happened with Route 80. So they can create a program specifically for that development, right? And we are optimistic that we will be able to do that and as best as we can. And I mean, I can't tell you anything more than that we are not taking it lightly at all. I mean, this is the topmost priority. I mean, if anything else is not done, it's not done. So.
Mayor, just to add to that, I think Andrea did raise a question with Kathy and Ryan that the Google form, I think we were talking about we should open it up to
Yeah.
getting it filled
Well-
from more than just the 15 businesses. As a community, if we can make a case about how it's affecting or why they are not getting to the businesses, I think we could generate a little more. So we can talk about that and see how we can work on getting a survey into the township
Yeah, we
from
could-
the residents' point of view.
Yeah.
We can also use that for like the fire department and emergency services. And all of
responses.
other, we might want to change the form a little bit for them, but we can also get other groups and also the people who live on the other side of the bridge, particularly in the apartment buildings over there. They're probably being very negatively impacted. We can get that form into there. So there's several, we can make it not just one group of business owners, but we can go to other groups that are
I mean,
affected.
we can talk offline about.
We can talk offline on that. So we to the point, like we are trying our best to whatever we are able to do. Unfortunately, we don't have any right answer right now. But we will continue working and, we are here, reach out to us. You all have our cell phones, so call us anytime.
And we've got the county, Anthony from the county, and then there's several groups at the state that have been helping us with these forms and with these other things. So there's a lot of awareness and of people that are sympathetic to what's going on.
So take the opportunity on Tuesday when state and county representatives are coming in. Mayor said he's going to be available then as well, so we all will be there.
Yeah, so as many of you can get that form filled, the more of you can get the form filled, it will help. If you need any help, either because you don't understand the form or you need a language help, just reach out to us. I've already talked to a few people who said they will help, signed up based on the language, and we'll be happy to help you get the form filled.
Well, we can try to get one of the representatives who has agreed to see if she can attend the meeting on Tuesday.
Yeah. Let Marlena go, then I'll go on other topics.
Okay, Marlena?
I only have one announcement, and that is in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Municipal offices and the Public Works facility will be closed Monday, January 19th. And I know that there are some activities planned on Monday that the mayor will talk about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Mayor?
So, I mean, just to complete what Marlena said, there's a program here that Human Relations Council is doing in Room A, same place where we're meeting now, Monday from 12 to 2 p.m. So hope to see some of you there at the program. And the program information is on the website, so you will know what the program is about. Couple of people spoke about the accidents, specific accidents, so I'm going to talk about that. I'm not saying we are not going to put beacons or not, but I just want to read from the police report as to exactly what that is, because that goes to my pet peeve. The crash occurred at 1:22 p.m. The roadway was dry. The weather was overcast. Therefore, lighting does not appear to be a factor. The driver saw a Tesla stop on North Post Road and thought he was letting him out of Municipal Drive. The driver's attention was on Tesla as the pedestrian began to cross. Driver then looked left, saw no vehicle, and proceeded. The pillar most likely obstructed views of the pedestrian, leading him to not see him until he was completing his turn and struck him. In the last 5 years, there have been only one other crash at the intersection in 2023. Somebody mentioned 2017. That's 8 years ago. That's why probably it's not in here. And it did not involve a pedestrian. It was a right angle crash in the evening involving a vehicle pulling out of the Courtney Drive and striking a car traveling down North Post Road. So I'm not saying we are not going to put light in. I just want to say that, as I always say, we will do whatever on our part, but if you don't drive carefully, that's a true accident. I mean, there's nothing, if you don't see the person, nothing could have prevented that. He just claimed he didn't see the person crossing, which is unfortunate. County did reach out. I will on the record say that when we put the light, beacon light across from Ron Rogers Arboretum, I forgot the name of the road. Ron Rogers Arboretum, county did not agree to pay for it. We paid for it happily, and county did install it because it was a county road. So again, we will continue talking to the county. We'll continue talking to our police and engineer, find out the best solution, and if that's the light, we will do it. Currently, a contract is out for, I believe, 4 or 5 lights that were approved in last year's budget. Some of those projects require cement work, which could not be done due to weather. So as soon as weather improves, that thing will happen. Among other comments, we're generally not a promotional town. We believe in just do it rather than worrying about advertising our achievements. Unfortunately, some people use that to create an impression that nothing is happening. So I'll just point out that on the agenda tonight, There's a funding request to get matching grants from the Green Acres for $1,637,000 open space grant. We do get our share of matching grants from Green Acres. We do purchase our share of open space properties. In fact, we are looking at one now. We are considering one now, and we have the money in our open space fund if we decide to go and purchase that. And finally, lastly, we have settled our fourth round affordable housing lawsuit with the Fair Share Housing Center and the state. I will have more detailed comments on it at the next meeting when the agreement will be voted on by the council. Residents are unhappy with the development going on around town. They should realize that it's not the township's doing. I mean, if it was up to me, I wouldn't build a single new house. We fight as hard as we can against lobbying by developers who use affordable housing to build in West Windsor. Our efforts reduced the number by over 200 units, reducing the total new units required by about 800 units. And even on the sites we have chosen, we have tried to maximize the credits we can get so as to minimize the number of new units that need to be required. And I'll continue to talk and highlight this issue because throughout the year, you will see plans coming to the planning board. As soon as the council approves the agreement, it goes to one judge who will pass it on to another judge. When the actual Judge Logi passes it, it becomes effective. Both the planning board and the council will have to adopt the plan under the duress from the state, unfortunately. And once they adopt, then anybody who is included in the plan can come to the planning board and present the plan. So I will continue to talk about it throughout the year as and when it happens. This is not something that we are looking for or we are asking. This has been imposed on us under duress, and we are our worst enemies because our town is attractive. People want to move here. That's why builders want to build here. So that's it.
All right. Thank you, Mayor. Council member comments? Well, now let's start with the new guy, Joe.
Now I can go. Okay. Mayor, you mentioned Martin Luther King Day here on Monday on the 19th. I did go to the last Human Relations Council meeting where they finalized the planning for that. There are a couple speakers they have lined up. They have a musical performer from the police department. There's a food drive to benefit Mercer Street Friends. So I hope we get a good turnout at that. Hope to see you there. Regarding the comments on the flashing lights at North Post and Courtney Drive, personally, I would certainly support the town either working with the county or the town installing lights there to make that a safer intersection. Regarding the Clarksville Road businesses, I appreciate the folks coming out here tonight. My family and I have been making a conscious effort to try to get out and support some of those businesses. Last night, my son called me on my drive home, said he was starving. I said, all right, we'll pick one of the restaurants there. We went to Mizu, had a great meal there. My wife and family were going to Capuano's after they left the meeting earlier today. So I think we need to do everything we can. I'm interested in talking to any of the business owners to see how it can be, how I and the rest of the council can be helpful. And I guess, Mayor, if hopefully we're going to start getting the responsiveness from the state and other agencies that we need, because I think if we're not, then I think we need to think about what we need to do to start a publicity campaign. Petitions, getting things out in the newspapers, perhaps, getting more publicity on this, because obviously it's having a dramatic impact on all these small businesses, locally owned businesses here. And it's even more than that, right? It drives traffic around other parts of town, it increases pollution, congestion on the roads, and last but not least, right, it takes longer for our fire, police, and emergency vehicles to get anywhere around town, right? If somebody needs an ambulance and now it takes 10 minutes longer because they've got to take a detour, well, that can have a big impact. So I guess if we're not getting the urgency from the state that is needed, then I think we certainly I'm willing and interested in doing whatever we need to do to amp up the pressure on them. So thank you.
Thank you. Linda?
What the mayor mentioned about January 20th, I guess it's 11 a.m. meeting.
Yep.
If, I don't know, at some point, if we can get the governor aware of that meeting, I don't know what her schedule is, but if she's anywhere in this area and could possibly stop by to meet with some of the businesses.
It's inauguration day.
uh,
Yeah,
well,
that's the inauguration day
okay.
for governor.
No, maybe not that day. But,
But maybe,
but they have her
maybe we can
come
reach out.
and reach out, because if she's gonna declare a state of emergency, then she might want to come here and see firsthand and hear from our businesses. That's a big deal. I'm glad to hear about the inspections coming up, because that's going to tell us whether there can be substantial repairs or whether this is just a total replacement. I don't know if the county, if there's any temporary type of bridge structure that can be done, that maybe it's a possibility, but the engineers have to figure all of that out. So we stand by our businesses. We're there for you. There's no quick fix to this. But we're trying to, all different avenues to correct it in a very, very unfortunate situation on that. Let's see what else. On January 3rd, I joined the Central Jersey Sikh Association for the grand opening of their new Diwal Hall. So it's a beautiful, beautiful temple. I enjoyed attending the services, talking with the members, and enjoyed a delicious lunch with dozens and dozens of guests. As Joe mentioned, Human Relations Council is leading the Martin Luther King holiday services right here in room A. So they always do a great job. And I think there's a couple of speakers that are, on the program for that. So that should be on our township website. So also, let's see, the bike and pedestrian, the rapid flashing beacons, as you know very well, council will be getting the budget at the end of February. That's always an issue that we, or I'd say rather extensively talk about. If we go out to bid and we don't get any awards for the bid at all, if the project isn't big enough, then maybe we need to bundle it with more than one and other projects. So that's an engineering question of how they can package things so that we attract bidders. So we'll work on that, and that's always continuously on our mind in the budget season, those issues and safety issues. So wish everybody very happy and healthy and successful New Year.
Dan?
I think I'd just like to address the comments. I don't have any other prepared remarks. Most of the business owners have left, but I can vouch for the work the mayor is doing in regards to being very adamant with NJDOT and Amtrak to really make a forceful case about how these long time frames and delays are just simply unacceptable. And appreciate the work that he's doing to make that happen. But at the same time, as he said, it's not in his control. So I know that he and my colleagues are doing everything that we can in the context of coordinating and trying to get the resolution for the repair done as quick as possible. And we are, as mentioned, very open to any ideas, perhaps about additional ways to promote the businesses there through advertising, through social media. We don't have a direct, we can't actually tell the school what to do, but we can help you collaborate with the school board because maybe there's an opportunity there. So there's no such thing as a bad idea. So please keep the communication line open to us, and we'll consider every possible option that we can. We don't have a big, magic pot of gold that we can use to fund it. So we have to be mindful of how we do that. But we are all we all feel your pain. And we all live here and we experience that, and we will do whatever we can to make it better. And appreciate everybody coming out to express their concerns. The other topic regarding flashing beacons and road safety, I think we have to continue to be very aggressive in the way we deploy public safety infrastructure in the town. It's great to understand what statistical past records look like and patterns, but we also realize that our town has been growing, it is growing, it will continue to grow, and with that growth comes traffic. It's not a good or a bad thing, it's just that's the way it is. So I think, should expect to anticipate more traffic and be proactive about looking at areas that are potentially traffic prone, accident prone, and be proactive about putting in safety measures, whatever format they are best suited for that location, and not be reactive and wait until something bad happens. But let's try to be more have a little bit more insight to where we can make investments to protect the public. Thank you.
Thanks, Dan. Andrew?
As far as like the flashing beacons, I agree with Dan that one of the things is we don't want to be one-trick ponies. So if professionals take a look at a particular area that has a particular issue with it, I think they should be open to a lot of different possibilities. And I know we have in other areas of the town done everything from road diets to putting in circles, whether I like circles most of the time or not. So one of the things we probably should be doing is really looking overall. And as far as the businesses that we've been working on, one of the things we have also been asked for, we've asked is if we could get a final, which I believe Kelly has given us something that's almost there. One PDF sheet, pops 2 sides, with some coupons, whatever they want to do with the couponing and the listing of the businesses with the contact information. And then we would like to try to get that out. One of the ideas was to possibly look at businesses that wouldn't be as much impacted, residents that wouldn't be as much impacted by the bridge, say the New Avalon development, and try to get some of those in there, because if we can shift where some of the customers are, then at least for short term, we might have a better chance at getting some business from an area that isn't as impacted. I want to say congratulations to Council President Sonia Gauss on getting elected Council President this year. Sonia is an amazing and gifted public servant whose first thought is always, how can I help? I know when this came up, it was like, okay, what can we do? And I look forward to working with you this year. Also, congrats to Linda Jeeves for planning board and to everybody on their new positions. I want to welcome Meza, who came into Nassau Park, joining several other restaurants at a grand opening I attended in late December. And also, please check out the Not Afraid art show at the Arts Council that opened last week. And one other thing is, I understand you're getting a new business there, is a juice business. I've already mentioned to them that when they open up, council and the mayor are always happy to come and make it a big fuss over it. And that's another way we can sort of piggyback on their opening to bring all kinds of business in there. On January 3rd, Sonia, Linda, Joe, and I attended the Central Jersey Sikh Association grand opening of their Diwan Hall. It was special to me as I saw their hopes and dreams at the prior groundbreaking, and was very happy to see what a beautiful and spiritual building it had become. And I want to thank them always for their great hospitality and their really good food. This is a new year, new opportunities for the town. So some of the things I'm thinking of for this year is to continue to look at software improvements that'll help residents and improve efficiency. We have an opportunity to look at new ways to evaluate our road infrastructure and look at adopting a budgeting process that'll be tied to achieving a road quality target. We want to improve township communications to residents. There are environmental initiatives to water and land, including working with other municipalities, and a grant that will encourage energy savings with an opportunity for more grants, including for the township itself. We'll continue to work on the bicycle, pedestrian, and road safety. As we mentioned, the Clarksville Bridge is still out. We're going to continue, Sonia and I are going to continue working on that. And one interesting side thing is that some of the information and contacts that we're getting now, we can use down the road to provide information for all the small businesses in West Windsor. And I look forward to the new year and to all the challenges ahead. Thank you.
All right, my turn. As far as the rapid beacon flashing goes, when the budget comes in front of the council, we will look into it. And, this council has always been open to for public safety and anything we can do to improve that. So we'll definitely look at that. I think we have talked about businesses. We are doing everything we can do. I have been in touch with Kelly, the property manager. We have been brainstorming on possible ways that we could publicize things. She did share a flyer with me, which is there. I did give her some input about what we could do, a little more information about the businesses, and possibly come up with a Village Square Plaza experience of some sort, discounts or whatever, because that would definitely encourage residents to make the turn towards Village Square Plaza. So we'll continue working on that. That we are having the state and county representatives coming in on Tuesday. So we will keep pushing and doing everything we can do. I am on one of the PTSA boards, so I'm talking to other PTSA board members as well to see if PTAs can do something, sports booster clubs. So I have been trying to talk to various clubs and teams to, when the track field does carb loading nights, instead of ordering from another restaurant that they have been doing, we are suggesting they do it at Capuano's this time around. So I think each and every person here on this dais has been publicizing, encouraging everything we can do in our power. And I think we will keep doing that, and eating too. Exactly. So I think one of our next, Andrea and I do these chit chat sessions. We are planning to hold it in Village Square Plaza, the next one. So we did do one a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, we did
Right,
at
exactly.
Capuano's.
So we'll keep doing what we can. You have our contacts. I know all the business owners have left. They all have our direct contacts. You have our contacts, so feel free to reach out to us. Thank you. I do want to wish everybody Happy New Year, Happy Makar Sankranti to everybody who's celebrating this week. I do want to say good morning to my family in India. I know they're watching. They did tell me they were watching the inauguration, so I'm not sure if they're still watching or not, but do want to wish them good morning. I'm deeply honored and grateful for the confidence that my colleagues have placed in me to serve as council president of West Windsor Township. West Windsor has a very special place in my heart. It's defined by its diversity, excellent schools, engaged community. We do have a very engaged community, and I'm really proud that we have that kind of engagement in our community. This community means a great deal to me. This is where my home is. This is where I have lived the longest. I grew up in a military family where everywhere my father could bring the family, we would travel. So I have pretty much traveled my first 20 years of my life. Every 2 years, we would go to a new location. So this is the place where I have lived the longest in my entire life. My kids do not understand what I mean when I say I moved every 2 years on all my entire schooling. And they were like, how do you do that? I was like, well, we made new friends every time, and we moved on. Um, Before I continue, I just want to, I know the elected officials or former officials have already left. We did have former council member Kristen Applegate present, former councilman Mike Stevens was present. Did I miss anybody else who was in the audience? That was it.
Actually, what's his name? Brunetti was here? Bob Brunetti,
Bob-
yeah,
He was here.
yeah,
Bob Brunetti,
yeah.
yeah, he was,
Yeah.
yeah,
He was
he
here.
was, yeah, when I moved here in 94.
Right. So I briefly saw him, I think. So I think
And
that.
I think Gay misses it too, so.
Well, we do have our former township clerk, Gay
Yes.
Huber, in the
Yes,
audience. So thank you, Gay, for coming in. I want to thank my parents, Shobna and Pandurangawas, who instilled in me the values of hard work, volunteering, and giving back to the community. Their example taught me that public service is not just a role, but a responsibility. And those lessons have guided me throughout my life. Volunteering is not just about giving, rather, it is the way of life that some choose to live by. Thanks to my wonderful husband, Ram. He was here earlier. He's not here anymore. He's a volunteer firefighter of our township. For his continued support to my kids. My kids were here. Adi, he's a junior member of the volunteer fire company now, and Isha, my daughter, for accepting the life of service that we have chosen for our family. My godparents, Mona and Jagdish Vasudev, who have always showed me the right path. And today happens to be my uncle's birthday. Happy heavenly birthday, Jagdish uncle. We lost him last year, so we dearly miss him, but he has always been my shining, guiding light, and I do miss him a lot. On a personal note, the past 2 years of my life has reminded me just how strong and generous this community is. During my cancer journey, I was uplifted by an outpouring of support from family and friends, from colleagues on this council, from township staff, and from residents who reached out with kindness, encouragement, and prayers. That support carried me through some of the most challenging days, and it showed me that resilience is not something we carry alone. It is built through community. And that's why this community means a lot to me. I want to thank my fellow council members for your dedication to West Windsor. I think we all have that in common. I also want to recognize our township staff, boards, volunteers, and our first responders, whose commitment and professionalism keep our community strong every day. As council president, my approach will be grounded in service, fairness, and collaboration. My goal is to foster a council culture that values respect and productive dialogue, where decisions are guided by what is best for West Windsor, both now and for generations to come. In the year ahead, I hope we continue to work together with civility and govern responsibly. Focus on practical solutions to real challenges. Keep our community's long-term well-being at the center of every decision. We may not always agree, and that is healthy democracy. But I'm confident that by listening, learning, and working together, we can move forward together. To the residents of West Windsor, thank you for your engagement, your trust, and your partnership. I'm proud to continue to serve West Windsor, grateful for the support I have received, and committed to giving my very best in this role. Thank you. Clerk, do we have any further comments?
I do not have any comments. I'd just like to welcome Joe Charles to council.
All right, we don't have any public hearing. Consent agenda?
Consent agenda minutes. October 27th, 2025, business session as amended. March 11th, 2025, business session number 2 as amended. March 11th, 2025, closed session as amended. March 13th, 2025, business session number 3 as amended, bills and claims.
Does anybody want to pull anything? No? Okay. Motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Roll call, please.
Okay, Charles,
Yes.
I'll abstain from the approval of the minutes since I was not on the council for those meetings.
correct. Jeevers,
Yes.
Mandel,
Yes.
Weiss,
Yes.
Gauss.
Yes. Recommendations from administration and the council?
Okay, 2026-R020, authorizing the mayor and clerk to execute a limited access agreement, Ellsworth Advisory Services LLC, Block 5, Lot 20.01. 2026-R021, authorizing the mayor and clerk to execute a memorandum of understanding with the Mercer Area District of the Washington Crossing Council, Troop 40 Boy Scouts for the period January 1, 2026 through December 31st, 2027. 2026-R022, authorizing the business administrator to purchase one new conventional chassis from Campbell Freightliner LLC under Sourcewell Cooperative Purchasing Contract Number 032824-EAI, $125,810. 2026-R023, authorizing the Township Land Use Manager and Chief Financial Officer to execute the supplemental funding request form acquisition projects with NJDEP Green Acres for a $1,637,000 open space grant.
Motion to approve resolutions does anybody want to pull anything?
No.
Okay, motion to approve resolutions 2026-R020 through 2026-R023.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Charles,
Yes.
Jeevers.
Yes.
Mandel,
Yes.
Weiss,
Yes.
Gauss.
Yes. We don't have any ordinances for introduction. We move on to the second public comment. Do we have anybody who would like to speak, please?
Ann Clifton, 18 Galston Drive. So thank you for the comments about the rapid flashing beacons. With regard to funding, recently Linda forwarded to me information about the AARP Community Challenge grants. There is one category in the grants that they have, God bless you, that's called the Flagship Grant, and it supports projects that improve public places. Awards range from a few $100s to $15,000. Obviously, that there's a set of criteria that has to be met, but all projects also have to be consistent with AARP's mission to serve the needs of people 50 and over. As we know that this crosswalk, it leads to popular destinations, as I mentioned earlier, and the fact that the two pedestrians who were hit that I cited were both over 50 at the time. This applying for a beacon at this location, or if engineering decides that there's a better improvement or another improvement that would be necessary, I would think that applying for this grant would make sense and would kind of fit the bill for what, AARP might want to fund. Yeah. So I thank Linda for passing on that information. Maybe engineering already knows about it. I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, I think we got that.
Thank you. Anybody else? All right, seeing none, I close the public comment. Council reports, do we have any council reports? Dan?
Yeah, I have a quick update from the Board of Ed, who met last week for their reorganization meeting. There's 3 members that were sworn in: Graylin McEwen, who is reelected, Sharon D. Sebastian, who was elected. Both of them represent West Windsor, and Paul O'Brien was sworn in. He's on the Plainsboro side. So they all started their new terms. Graylin was also elected for another term as president, as well as Pooja Bansal as vice president. They're basically repeating their positions from last year. And there was a presentation and discussion led by the Board of Ed attorneys about the School Ethics Act and the Code of Ethics for school board members.
Okay, Linda?
The planning board will meet on January 21st at 6:30 PM in room A here. They'll be voting on the reappointment of certain members, and it's basically a reorganization type of meeting. Shade Tree Commission meets the fourth Wednesday of the month at 6:30 PM in Room B, but the agenda has not yet been posted.
Okay, well, Joe, you don't have any council reports.
I
but
did
you-
attend the Human
Relation-
Relations Council meeting last week, but the only topic they discussed was the preparation for MLK Day, so nothing else was on the agenda.
Okay, Andrew?
The Environmental Commission did meet on January 8th. A few things they discussed, that Sustainable Jersey Energy Grant. There was a discussion on the Watershed Assessment and Management Plan, which we have to do for basically the Assupink and for the Upper Millstone, possibly a little piece in another area. We're going ahead with the watershed plan to do the Assupink, which has got a DEP grant, but we do need the resolution. So they would like that resolution in January to come to us to go ahead with that report. I believe the engineering is behind it. It's a really good deal since the DEP is giving us, the watershed the money for it, and the watershed's picking up the money for the sampling. So we want to go ahead with that, and we're continuing to talk to them about Upper Millstone. The other thing that was discussed was the draft managed natural landscape ordinance. The members of the commission and got copies of it like about a day before the meeting. There was a lot of concern from this and from others, from people from the public. A couple of main concerns is that this particular ordinance seems to only apply to any kind of, quote, natural landscapes, which means native plants. And that's looked upon as something that would be a downer or a reason for people not to want to plant native plants, because once you've planted native plants, you're severely restricted with how you can plant them and where you can plant them, which despite the ordinance saying this is to promote, most of the ordinance seems to be more about restricting. About the only promotion in the ordinance is that there would be some information on our website about native plants, and the Environmental Commission, who has done a lot of work with native planting, currently has a lot of that information on there. One of the requirements is if you've got native plants in the planting, there's a 36-inch maximum height. 36-inch maximum height for most native plants, even including regular swamp milkweed, is much too low. So you would pretty much restrict Joe Pye's milkweed and just about all of the native plants that are popular in this area. If you put a maximum like that, this would require borders all around your property if you put in natural landscaping, where you wouldn't be allowed to plant within 4 feet of your neighbor behind the property, on the side of the property. So that would be if you planted certain native plants, which would be a tremendous restriction and invasion of what people would think of as their property right. And even in the site triangles, which people did say, yeah, it's a good idea to have some kind of a border near the sidewalk and in the side triangle. The border and the side triangle regulation only seemed to be if you had any of these native plants in it. So there was a lot of argument about, well, if there's somebody's bushes blocking the side triangle, or if rhododendrons are blocking the side triangle, why is that any less dangerous than if it's a native plant? So the number of comments were made. I know a number of emails are coming in as we speak. One problem is that the draft ordinance, that the public doesn't have the actual draft ordinance. They only have the report, which, by the way, was done very well with a lot of drawings and pictures and information showing where these things are going to be in real world aspects. I really appreciated that level of detail. But The idea of what this is an issue for a number of people, and sort of goes against everything we've been doing for the last 8 years, which is to promote putting native plants in a lot of areas. And there really was never a great description to the public as to why we're actually doing anything like this, because there isn't any, there doesn't seem to be a huge issue in the town with this. So that's where that is. And then I also asked where in the state, is there any other town that does these kinds of restrictions? And we were told that there really isn't, that we would be the first to do this. The closest thing is Jersey City, which essentially does it to promote plants by enforcing and putting in native plants, not saying that we're restricting if you do. So that would seem to me there's a lot of work. I'm not sure why we're doing this for the entire town. I believe there's one spot where there is a problem in one little section of town. I'm not sure why we're doing this for a townwide ordinance at this point. And I personally, and there's a lot who agree, would not want to see this kind of thing happen. So that's throwing a little bit of my opinion in there, but that was brought up by a number of people, and I think it's something that we would really have to come up with some very, very good reasoning why something like this would be necessary to put the entire town under this. Thank you.
Okay. Affordable housing has not met. They were waiting for our reorg to happen. So their next meeting is going to be essentially their reorg meeting in February, and then their business meeting. Parking Authority met last night. Just a quick update from them. They have seen some permit losses due to the permit fee increases, but they have mostly seen that on the New Jersey Transit lot on Alexander Road, not on the Parking Authority lots. So there are people who are trying to switch to the one lot permits because there is a cost difference. So they are seeing a little movement there. Bus depot project was discussed in length last week. Parking Authority met with many entities, Township, ACT. There was some representative from Andy Kim's office, Amtrak. I think we touched base on that. It was a combination of work, and I think the Amtrak has finally agreed to let Parking Authority and the contractors in on their properties. Because there is a remediation project that needs to happen before the construction can begin. So I think things are moving in the direction now. I think thanks to having somebody from Andy Kim's office, I think has helped move that. We did briefly touch base on the bridge closure on Clarksville Road, and we have already heard the updates on that. There was some inspections, I think, was to happen this week or soon next week on that bridge. That's about it from my end. Any additional administration updates? Mayor? Yep. We do have a closed session, so.
We have to do a motion to go into closed
Motion
session.
to go into closed session.
So moved.
Second.
Okay.
Okay, now I'll read my statute. Whereas NJSA 10:4-12 allows for a public body to go into closed session during a public meeting. And whereas the Township Council of the West Windsor Township has deemed it necessary to go into closed session to discuss certain matters which are exempted from the public. And whereas the regular meeting of this Township Council will reconvene. And whereas the below stated subject matter shall be made available at such time as the issues discussed therein are resolved and its disclosure would not subvert any particular exemption for convening a closed session. Now therefore be resolved that the Township Council of the Township of West Windsor will go into closed session for the following reasons as outlined in NJSA 10:4-12 for the discussion of affordable housing litigation, and there will be no action taken when we reconvene. We'll just come back and close. Okay.
Thank you. Diane, thanks.